Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Frogman. Welcome back to Create Astral. We had a little bit of a catastrophe today. I've been kind of trying to catch up and get back to where I was. Kind of accidentally cheating a little bit here and doing a few things. We had a world crash, and I wasn't able to recover my world, and I lost a massive amount of progress. So everything that we had up prior to, basically, my backup was at the beginning, pretty much at the beginning of last episode. So I had to go in and do a whole bunch of work. I had a whole bunch of things built, sorted out, ready to go. And then I lost a whole bunch of stuff. So, and I even lost like my inventory. I mean, for whatever reason, some of my inventory was removed. So I had to go back and take care of some of those kinds of things and test a couple things out. I still need to recreate one of my other tools. Yeah, I when I loaded the backup, I had absolutely nothing. Everything we did last time was pretty much gone, to include all of my decorations and all that fun stuff back here. So, what that means is we had to go back and rebuild this, and what I was trying to do in here was I was trying to build a little bit more power because we have access to, well, a reasonable amount of stuff now, and well, that thing over there eats a lot of power. That distillation tower, it chews through quite a bit of power. So I went ahead and said, you know what, it's just time to go ahead and start doing this silliness. I went ahead and made a bunch of the generators, and we're going to start pumping a bunch of charcoal into them for now, just so that we can have a reasonable amount of power. They're doing okay. I mean, every time that thing kicks in, it sucks these all down, and you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to have to go back to farming trees and bringing it into the system, and we're going to be using our industrial smeltering facility over here fairly soon to start taking care of making a lot of charcoal. But yeah, I don't know what happened. I have no idea. It took everything out. I had to rebuild it all again. I'll have to sit down and clean up the ceiling again and make everything nice and pretty again and do all that stuff again. And yeah, whatever, kind of just that was a little 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 sad when I got to that point. So it is, I guess, what it is. But there has been a couple of updates in here as far as other things done. But mainly this was just oh crap, and stuff blew up. So I don't even know what happened. I have no idea. I was trying to work on something, and I either placed a block incorrectly or something happened, broke, and then the world died and would not recover no matter what I tried to do. So, where we are today, what we need to look at today, I think I'm back to where we were caught up to, at least to this point here. What we need to do is we need to start working towards the rocket. We need to start doing all of the things that go with the rocket. That's going to require us to do some other things up here. So I think like a blast furnace and stuff and things out here through this little way, we might have to make it work. But we need to kind of move into the direction of being able to make steel. So this, before obtaining steel, a few processes are required to set up. Steel dust is a baseline for alloying steel, but as such, a metal requires high heat threshold to form. Blast furnace multi-block can unlock this capability. Let me look at some of these real quick because it's been a while, and I guess we can go back into during quit mode. I think we're good. I think I'm good at this point. I don't know. I was just stuff happens, and then you know, you're trying to build things and things die. So it's lovely. It's all right. We'll live. Yeah, we'll put all of that away, and I think we're good to go. So steel today is our thing that we need to make. Steel ingots are going to be, what the world is this? That is it just immediately into a plate? Is it immediately into a plate? So we have to make molten steel, take molten steel and turn that into this steel dust pane that was the thing that we had before. Do I have any coal at this point? I have a little bit of coal dust. Nice. Okay. Well, we're back to that point again. How much fun is that furnace? Blast furnace. I'm hoping this is not some of the other stuff. So you want 2 electric furnaces. And if I remember correctly, an industrial furnace, this thing is, this blast furnace is going to be another one of those large multi-blocks, if I am not mistaken. Molten iron cell, carbon cell, steel cell. Let me look through these really quickly. This is another one of those rabbit holes. It's just like, wow, do you really want to go down that distance and just do the work or whatever? So, I don't know. We're going to find out how much fun this is going to be as far as things go. Yeah, I'm going to have to craft a bunch of stuff up like this so that we can make a bunch of more steel. So, we need to... I've already kind of looked through a lot of this stuff over here, and I know we've got a mess of things that we need to start looking for and looking at. This steel process, I mean, we're going to have to get into doing, his bony sister's a block of liquid diamond, a treat, optional, automating diamonds. Implosion compressor will create 8 diamonds. Seems steep, but it's such a price we pay for automation. Now, I'm not really worried about diamonds. I haven't had a need for them so much so far until we can get to a quarry. So, yeah, we probably need to work our way down this direction and kind of start trying to do a couple other things while we wait on this. Mainly because in order to make a bunch of these, once again, like I stated, I have to... There's something about this pack that just absolutely refuses to show you things. Like, you know, that's not how you create it. You have to take molten steel and then mix that, drop that into a thing. Well, getting molten steel is made in a superheated blaze burner with the steel dust and all this kinds of stuff, or through a blast furnace with molten cells, carbon cells, and you get 4 steel dust. That's actually pretty good. The thing is on that level, so that's way better. Okay, well, we may have to play with that. That's definitely way better. All right, I'm sitting here doing the thing like always, lost as the way that it works. Let's get these kinds of going. Let's go see if we can do some stuff. I'm to the point now I really cannot deal without having some of these speed upgrades, or at least, you know, overclocker upgrades. We really need to start trying to get to where we can get to this. So you want a sodium cell. Sodium cell, what's it take to make a sodium cell at this point? Because these are nasty to make. Sodium cell is in an electrolyzer with solidite dust. You get sodium, we get lithium, and solidite we get where? That's grinding, unobtainable in survival mode. Alright, well, I guess we go up here then where it says looking for lithium, huh? I guess we need to make another industrial electrolyzer so we can play around with that. Okay, and then you do this. Yeah, we already know. We've had that, and I unfortunately have had to do some things to get around it. Let me see. Electrolyzer. Is this a massive multi-block, or is it just a little one? Okay, good. So we're going to take you out here, and we're going to hook you up and get you sorted, because we're going to have to probably make a few of these. Let me think. I should have a place to work over here. I think we're going to try to work towards making a couple of speed upgrades so that we can make things happen a little bit faster. So it's like overclocking upgrades. Alright, so use on you. You can do... We need sodium, which means I need clay dust, and empty cells, and lithium. Okay, clay is a grinder. Once again, my grinder is being busy doing other things. Wonderful. I guess we can be doing that right now, huh? Let me, we actually can do this for the minute. Let's go do some work. We're going to let some things run. We have to have clay working and a bunch of other things. I think I might be able to get at least one of those going. Let's see here. I need some power. I guess we'll go down here, where we have a bunch of power sitting, and a terminal to play with. I think, just looking at this recipe, we might actually be able to make one of these things. So, an overclocker upgrade. I understand what this is going to cost me to be able to do this. I think we could do that. But you want me to make that thing, right? That's the next step. You want me to make a sodium. I'm not worried about that right now. Do not drink the Listerine. One of those. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say that we can just go ahead and make these right now, because it's a 10K water coolant cell times 3. That'll get us 1. That's not going to hurt. It's just buckets of water. You get a bunch of stuff. Where is my water? 1 second. Let me... Where's some buckets? Buckets, 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 buckets. I have a water bucket. Let me go get a couple of more and I'll come right back. I think I should have been making these already. So let's see. 10K. Those. And then use on you, please. 2 of those immediately. Amazing. Awesome. Okay. So if I take those and I go back to the base over here and plug in some of this other stuff, I'd just like to see if this thing will actually explode this grinder that we've got. That's a little better. Let me run this for a little while. Now we're cooking with gas. That'll do the work. That's fine. I don't know how in the heck this is staying working, but it's working. So good. That'll let us make a little bit more coal dust reasonably quickly. Cool. All right. So, steel. That'll get us to... You want me to make a bunch of this stuff, and I'm going to have to figure out how I want to do the rest of these, but I think... As soon as we get all this coal done, we'll just let this run through the blaze burner right off. Oh, that was amazing. Holy cow, that was refreshing. Jeez, use on you. Steel in this. It's 4 per 6, so... Let's make a bunch of steel. So, let me see. I need to get to where your connection is at, and then break you. Did you go? Nope, not there. You're gonna go there. This. Have fuel, please. And then you. Do the thing. Okay, we got 48 steel dust, which should make, theoretically, it's superheated. It's supposed to be superheated. It's not, isn't it? I put 3 buckets. I will take 2 back. That's annoying. That is totally annoying. So, it's one of those problems. All right, I got you. Nice. Well, I guess we'll give him the bucket back. All right, now we should be finally making steel. It's about dang time. All right, there's plenty of those in there. I don't know how much that's going to end up making. We're probably going to end up throwing a few things away. Cool, whatever. Make more stuff that you need to make. You're already down to being a regular blaze burner again. We wasted a bunch of fuel doing that. Go ahead, do this again. I can understand now why I need to start looking at that other recipe, because this is a little bit annoying. So we'll have to, for sure, take a look at the blast furnace. I know there's some other things I want to do with that blast furnace anyway, as far as I recall. But that should... There you go. Another one. Another one. Ding ding. Cool. And then I'm going to flip this around, let that suck out of there, get put back in. And I'm going to hope that you will work here. Otherwise, I need to produce a couple of more things. Turn around. Course not. Of course not. Beautiful. All right, molten steel. I don't want this. Go back out of here. I know we're having fun today. I'm a little frustrated. I usually don't tend to be cheaty so much today, but holy cow, this thing just does not want to do what I want it to do today. So I'm not allowed to craft ingots, but I can craft plates. I think I have a plate mold somewhere, maybe. Alright, I don't know if I had one of those laying around or not, but that should do that part. Good deal. Go. And then we'll at least be able to obtain all of the parts, all of the steel out of there without ruining any of it. Nice. Can't believe how long that took. Steel. Thank you. Quest completed. We get some cast iron catwalk, andesite catwalk, and copper catwalk, which will go right into the system and probably never used or seen again. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, so that'll allow us to do saw blades, slimy boots, quarries, another use for coal dust. You thought you could get away. No, we've got all kinds of things we have to do coal dust with. Do we have any more coal in here? We have this. Thank you, so that I can open the next line up. I'm going to have to set up some charcoal usage, though. We're going through a fair amount here pretty quickly. Good. That's the point, though. I had, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 charcoal sitting around, so we can go ahead and get rid of it. Carbon fiber craft. Do a couple of these. Carbon fiber craft that. So then this will go down to here. That'll go to mix and mesh. This is carbon fiber. 2 of those in a superheated bleed. That will do that. Is it still superheated? Probably not. No, it's not. Lovely. So fuel, once again, give me another one of these. Thank you. Go ahead and waste some stuff here, and then you can have those. Thank you. Put this away. And that got me a nice. That's very fun. Inner mechanics, machine parts. So we got to do a bunch more little goofy things like this. Copper wire. Do we have any copper wire on us? We have a hot thing right now. Copper. We do have copper wire. So I have that. A mesh. And what was it? How many of these? While it's still superheated, you want me to make. So I need 8 of those. Alright, you, 8, you, that, and then you, one of those. And the parts, nice, okay, cool. So that'll get us to here, that gets me an anchor and a hook, both of which are not worth our time, and then that'll get us down to this monitor. Let's see what we can go here. Monitor, monitor, monitor. I think I can actually craft that right now. Let's get that as close as we can to that thing as we can. Monitor, which is going to be... What in the heck is this called? Let me look. You want me to make a digital display. Ah, because, you know, that's what it should be. This. Go. You want... Oh, we need to start talking about this... I think we can do glass. Hang on. Advanced monitor, monitor. Piece of glass. We have glass. Glass. Clear. Do the thing. Make some clear glass. And then we do some andesite. And pane. Monitor. Alright. Digital display. There we go. Click. Done. Digital display. Nice. Awesome. Cool. That'll get us to there. So next time what we'll do, we're going to go down here. We're going to get ourselves an upgrade as far as this is concerned, I think. I don't know what's up there. Slide hard. Do not drink the Listerine. I'm going to have to get the this setup done. I've got to make a whole bunch of parts for this. So I've got to go I've got to go do what I did in between episodes, which, well, before I should say, the one thing that didn't get to happen, and it's kind of what happened here with the crash and whatnot. I did not get to go to Mars, so I have to go back to Mars now and go get a bunch of stuff, a bunch of parts, a bunch of materials, and then we need to start looking at getting the whatever that is, laser this stuff. I've got a little bit of it, but I don't know how much more we're going to need. And then we're going to have to start looking at doing some other kinds of basic automations around here, because I think it's probably time for us to actually maybe try to build a machine that will allow us to get this stuff. So I know there are ways, and I know how that way works. We're not going to be doing this way, but it is kind of one of those deals, so we'll have to kind of mess around with things and see. I think for now, though, we should be okay. I should be able to at least recover a little bit more. I'm mad because I had that whole wall back there done and all of this stuff sorted out, cleaned up, and prettied, and then, yeah, so that's nothing like a good game crash to cause a problem, but at least our fuel is running, and, well, we could theoretically start speeding this up a little bit, but again, it's given how this works, and the amount of power this already takes, this might be just one of those deals where we're going to go ahead and kind of play around with it, because like I said, in the end of last episode, at the end of last episode, I was speaking of trying to figure out how we're going to make some more power, and like I said, I think what we're probably going to do is the object is going to be moving towards thermal generators. And since I have 10 of those, we can move to these, and all they are is an upgrade for the generator. And then we can just blow that free lava that's sitting right over here into those thermal generators and have plenty of power. The only problem is this requires invar. And to get invar, again, the game doesn't want to show you. I've got to make it happen. Invar happens in an alloy smelter, which I think we might be able to make now. Yeah. Yeah. So, iron alloy furnace. Let's do it. Now, so we need to get to an alloy smelter, which, yeah, that's what we can do. I will probably start with that next time, just so that we can get everything sorted, and then go from there, because we need to be building some more power so that we can then run this thing at a little bit higher capacity. At a little bit higher capacity, and if we can run it at a little bit higher capacity, then we'd be able to go down there and feed our little friends some more power, which is kind of what I'm interested in doing. So I will see you all in the next one. Sorry for the mess and all over the place. This is going to be one of those episodes where I'm just going to have to try to recover and continuously recover. So until next time, I will see you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.